re-recording videos is a pain in the ass. But yeah, hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and I'm back today with a new video. I was going to record this one yesterday, but if you look behind me, over there, yep, that's a 3D puzzle of the Titanic. I got that actually quite a while ago. I got it like 4 years ago or so, and never built it until last night. That's why I didn't post a video last night. But hey, at least I posted that Transformers video, so I hope you'll enjoy that. I relocated the Toa Uniters onto a shelf with the Toa Nuva, so hey. But this video is not about Bionicle. In fact, the next video will probably be about Bionicle because I've got some stuff to talk about. But this one is about Hero Factory combination models. Yeah, combination models from Hero Factory. This will be fun. If you haven't watched my combination models on Bionicle G1, and I guess G2, I don't remember. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it now if you haven't already, because you might want to watch that before you watch this one, so go ahead and do that. And then come back to this video. Time's up. Anyway, so combination models from Hero Factory. Well, I mean, Bionicle G1 had some pretty fantastic combination models. There were some that are questionable, but don't get me wrong on that. That is, I tend to defend Bionicle combination models because, you know, they encourage creativity, you know, and fun and play value, and that's basically what Lego's about, is creativity and fun and play. So there you go. At least that's what I think. So, Hero Factory, unfortunately, the first year, that was 2010, didn't really have any combination models at all. Well, actually, I think there was a Lego Club Magazine combination model of I guess, the 3 rookie heroes combining into the Hero of Valor. I don't know, that sounds like... If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments, because I don't remember. It's been a while. Fuck. So, other than that, there was no combination models, or even alternate models in 2010 for Hero Factory. So that was rectified in 2011 with the first wave of 2011 sets with the Ordeal of Fire sets. There was hero combination models. You could combine Furno and Evo, I think. You can combine those two and they turn into basically an upgraded Evo, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of a weird thing. You can combine Breeze and Stormer into some thing, I don't know. And you can also combine, you know, Nex and Surge into a combination model. I never got Surge, so I wouldn't know about that one, but I've seen pics of it, and it looks kind of stupid, to be honest. These models were kind of hit or miss, and for the most part, miss. And that's the problem with Hero Factory combination models in general. We'll get to that. In the Savage Planet line of Hero Factory sets, there was also combination models for the heroes, but there were no combos for the villains. Not even, you know, making an alternate build for Raka XL, or even a combination model of Raka XL and Witch Doctor. That would have been kind of cool, actually. You could do that yourself and be creative with it. Have fun. But there was also no combination models for the Ordeal of Fire villains, which is kind of lame and kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't do that, but hey, that's what we're here for.
There was no combination model for the Ordeal of Fire village in the game because it was a separate village from the original Ordeal of Fire quest line. This means that completing the original Ordeal of Fire quest line did not unlock any combination models for the Ordeal of Fire village. The Ordeal of Fire Village was a separate location with its own set of tasks and rewards, and there was no connection between completing the quest line and obtaining combination models for the village.
Thanks for that. I apologize. Well, so, yeah. The combination models for the heroes, at least, for Savage Planet, were pretty alright. You know, the heroes had kind of an animalistic motif to them, you know. Furno and Bulk combined into this combination model. And it looks pretty cool. In fact, I once added, you know, extra parts to the back of this guy, and also gave him a staff of some sort, and called him Arrow, and made him an Order of Motunui member. So you can inject something like this into Bionicle, and maybe it'll work. I don't know. But I might have to redo that with that one, but hey. So 2011 had decent combination models, if not mediocre. 2012, there were some strange combination models here. Raka and Black Phantom combined into this weird, massive mass of what the fuck am I looking at? It was not very pleasing. In fact, I kind of hated it, to be honest. It kind of sucked. It kind of blows. And overall, it's just not that great. Another one that's not that great, in fact, subpar, is, what is it? Jawblade and Furno. What the fuck was that, Lego? What the absolute ass was that? It's a fucking shark thing with arms and legs. It looked like a conglomerate of shit. What is wrong with the combination designers? What the hell? It was shit, and there was even worse ones too, trust me. Breeze and Thornrax combined into a mix of what the hell? I didn't understand this one at all. I can visualize it in my head. It looks like shit. I think they were trying to make some kind of animals of some sort of beasts or whatnot, to inject into the Hero Factory canon, but they ended up becoming non-canonical. We'll get to that. There was also Bulk and Core Hunter, which was a decent build for the most part. The build was alright. In fact, the builds for all of these combination models for 2012 were alright. But in retrospect, they looked kind of like a fuck ton of messes. Like, for example, Stringer and the electric dude, Voltix. That one I didn't get all that well. I mean, it looked kind of okay. I mean, Voltix on his own was already pretty electric. In fact, I gave him the nickname of Electric Head based on because of the White Zombie song Duality, sorry. Electric Head Part 1, The Agony, and Electric Head Part 2, The Ecstasy. Check out those songs if you haven't already. In fact, check out Astro Creep 2000 by White Zombie. It's their best. Trust me on this one. And, well, I'm wearing a White Zombie shirt, so of course I'm going to promote the band on my channel. Yeah, the Voltix and Stringer combination model was kind of not that good. Surge and Split Face, that combination model was kind of shit as well. It was, it was alright at the time, but I already preferred, Split Face the way he was. He was kind of okay. Okay, it was two people, basically. It was like the Two-Face or whatnot, or it was like a split personality type of thing, But it was also kind of a weird set, but at the same time, I prefer that over the fucking combination model. What else was there? There was also XT4 and Nex. Nex already looked stupid, and XT4 was like, what the fuck is this? And when you combine these two, it looks like shit! What the fuck were we looking at? What the fuck were they on when designing this? Oh my god, what a mess. It was literally a mess of Mari tubes and a saw blade at the bottom. It's like, and other CCBS parts here and there. It's like, what the fuck? Ugh. Of course, there was also Stormer XL and Speed Demon, which was, I built that one actually. I built the combination model based on the instructions, and nah, didn't like it either. I mean, for the most part, it was okay, I guess. There was definitely some design choices for all these combination models in 2012 that I question, and some of them are probably not worth the time, honestly. They're worth examining, obviously, but in retrospect, when you take a look at all these combination models from 2012, there's definitely a certain level of suckiness to them, and they kind of blow. And you know, if you like these combination models from 2012, you know, whatever, you know, to each their own. There was another one, Evo and Toxic Reaper, and that's the one I have right here. This one left behind a few parts. So, yeah, this one is weird. This is a non-canonical animal creature. He uses the Evo's feet as his back feet, and he uses a weird tail design. It looks kind of cool. I mean, this is upside down, but hey, it's got tanks underneath its torso, like its undercarriage or something, or maybe that's something. I'm not even going to say that. It has a cannon right there. It has a big gun on its shoulder. Has a shell. Has its Toxic Reaper head. Obviously, it has these tubes coming out of it. This thing looks like a mess and a half. I added some extra parts, like Evo's fist. This obviously that 3 long armor shell and gunmetal, as well as the trans-orange socket piece, because that was a miss in my opinion, because there was ball joints that could have been used and could have been filled up. There's parts that could be used to make that happen, but they chose not to because, I don't know, they're stupid. But yeah, this thing is kind of weird. You wouldn't expect this to appear in Hero Factory or even Bionicle G1 or G2. But I don't know, it's alright for the most part. I did have to replace one of the feet that was broken, and it was this one. This one's much tighter, it seems. It definitely fits better than the other one did, because that one was broken and it's a piece of shit. So I threw it out. I like the foot design, though. It's the 2008 Shadow Matoran Claw. It's pretty cool. I can't help but think there was another one. Another combination model. I don't remember, but if I forgot any of the combination models from 2012, I apologize. But I've seen them all. I think I've built them all too, and to be honest, none of them were that great. You could definitely get creative with these to make alternate combination models. In fact, I implore you to, you know, if you have all of the Hero Factory sets, go combine some of these. Go combine these sets together, make the combination models, and post what you think about them in the comment section below, because I'm legitimately curious. Because a lot of these combination models were kind of what the fuck. They kind of were shit, and they kind of, you know, just blow. And I don't like these 2012 ones. I mean, the building process was I guess fun, because, you know, CCBS and other tactics here and there to make a decent model. But it just kind of falls apart after a while, you know? The design philosophy of these 2012 combination models just doesn't work, honestly. There's definitely... It felt uninspired. There was definitely a lot of dribble, and it just feels kind of lame, you know? I look at every single one of these today, and I'm like, this is fucking lame. Now, 2013 definitely had better combo models. Obviously, the Jet Rocka set didn't have a combination model, but if you have that model, I implore you to experiment with it. Yes, become a mad scientist and experiment with that model. Use all the parts that you can from that exact model to build, like, instead of a jet Raka, how about a mecha suit Raka? You know, inspired by like Gundam and Evangelion and some other mecha sort of stuff. It would definitely be cool to see, you know, who comes out up with the best sort of mecha inspired thing for Jet Raka. Instead call it Mecha Raka. You know, that would be cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the set anymore. I have the parts. That version of Raka was terrible. I mean, yeah, the parts were still usable, but if you turn them around, oh my god, the back is hideous. There is no armor on the back at all. Yeah, I get it. They had to fit him in there somehow, but it's just ugly. Look at the back of Raka from the Jet Raka set, and you'll understand this is an abomination. This is a version of Raka that should not have existed. Because in the animation, in the episode 10, as we call it, Brain Attack, we saw Raka in his $10 form pilot this jetpack. So, you know, they could have probably done something with that, but no, they decided to make an inferior version of Raka from Brain Attack, and it sucks. It blows. Oh, God. So, but the combination models that we did get for Brain Attack were pretty solid. Furno and Pyrox, you know, the demon thing, that was a pretty damn awesome combination model. Basically, these combination models between the heroes and the beasts combine them and make pretty awesome looking versions of the heroes. But the Furno and Pyrox beast was probably my favorite because it just looked awesome. Holy shit. And also there was Breeze and Ogrim, you know, the ogre thing. That was a pretty decent combo model. Not my favorite, but still pretty awesome. Surge and Dragon Bolt. It was pretty ambitious for a combination model from 2013, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. It starts to fall apart when it comes to, you know, combining Dragon Bolt and Surge. You know, it was kind of weird. But Stormer and Frost Beast was pretty damn good, actually. So was Skarox and Raka. I like that combination model. As well as Aquagon and Evo. Superior version of Evo, I'd say. But hey, I like the version of Evo we got from Brain Attack, because I feel like that's my favorite version of Evo, because the Brain Attack version didn't really care for. I feel like there's another one. Yeah, Bulk and Bruiser. Wow, we got a better Bulk combination model instead of, you know, Bulk and what's his face, Core Hunter, which was still a pretty decent build, but I didn't really care for it all that well. This was a better build. Not Stormer. Bulk and Bruiser, because they start with Bs, both of them. This combination model was pretty solid. I really did enjoy it, and I think you will too, if you haven't done it already. So the 2013 combination models were all pretty solid in scope. I really did enjoy these combination models. I enjoyed building them. I'm definitely a fan of these combination models. But for the most part, these ones definitely had their flaws. Yes, they all had flaws. But the biggest ones, or at least the ones that had the biggest flaws, were the Invasion from Below combination models. 20 years ago, Hero Factory Invasion from Below was released, and the beasts were pretty good for the most part. We'll set those aside. You can try and combine all the beasts that came out, even the little polybag thing, in Brain Attack. Invasion from Below, combine all the beasts together into some sort of conglomerate of monstrous what the fuck, you know? So I implore you to do that. Go ahead. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Have fun with it. But the mechs, you know, setting aside the giant Evo mech, the big fucking aliens inspired one, because it reminds me of the, you know, the giant yellow mech thing that Ellen Ripley had to pilot to defeat the Queen Alien in Aliens. Yeah, that's what reminded me of this, or that's what this this mech reminded me of. I will probably get that set at some point. I don't want to spend $50. It's not even worth $50. It's not even worth $45. It's not even worth $40. It's not worth $35. It's not even worth $30. List it for $25, and maybe we'll talk. Because otherwise, I don't want to pay more than $25 dollars for that. Especially if it stands like this tall, you know. The thing is, with the other mechs, though, they were shit. They were pretty damn terrible. And what do you get when you combine some of them together? It's even more terrible. Combining two terrible mechs to make an even more terrible combination model. What the hell? There's a particular one that you combined Stormer mech with Raka mech. Well, one of them. I guess. I think there's multiple Raka mechs. I don't remember. But this one was pretty phallic. Basically had a giant battering ram type of thing, but in retrospect, it's kind of a ramming dong. It's like, what the fuck is this thing? What was I looking at? Oh my god, these combination models are fucking horrible. What were they on when designing these combination models? What the fuck, Lego? Oh my god, these combination models are shit. They're horrendous. They're awful. They're bad. They're terrible. I implore you, if you have all the Invasion from Below sets, take all the mechs, excluding the big Evo mech. Take all the other mechs, the smaller ones, I guess you could say, and combine them into something great. I dare you. I'm sure you can make something great out of these horrible mocks and post something about it. I don't know. Make a video response. Whatever. But these combination models look like shit. And if you combine the beasts together, that would probably be a pretty decent looking monster. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm pretty happy that I didn't get any of the sets from Hero Factory Invasion from Below, because I didn't want them. At the same time, you know, I could get them nowadays just so I have the parts to work with Bionicle mocks and other CCBS stuff. The problem with that is, while I do gain parts from those sets, I also lose parts, because there are these canister things that they come with that are attached to the back of the machines, and also the pilot section, the cockpit, you know. Those are pieces I can't use. So even the little cocoon things, the little like alien xenomorph egg inspired thing, yeah, that reminds me of Aliens again. Wow. I can't even use those, and yeah, people have used the egg pieces, but hey, they're limited, at least for the most part, to where the other two things, you know, the canisters and the cockpits, you can only use those for the most part with system stuff, unless you are really keen on building mechs with CCBS and system combined. I mean, Lego's done it, right? So why not? But at the same time, these are pieces that I don't need to build an excellent CCBS mod. In fact, when it comes to the little hero minifigs, which look like shit, if I bought all of these sets from Invasion from Below. I would build the heroes, the little minifigs, then I would set them on fucking fire. Oh my god, these are hideous little things. They made me want to vomit the first time I saw pics of these minifigs. I wanted to puke. And I like minifigs. Minifigs are cool. They're tried and true. And this came in a minifig pack. I know this isn't a particularly good example. This one's way too old. But it's cool. Minifigs are great for the most part. There are some that I don't care for, but hey. But these Hero Factory minifigs are just shit. They're terrible. If you like these minifigs, what the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, these are absolute dog shit. The mechs were absolute dog shit as well. Maybe even worse than the Hero Factory heroes. The minifigs, at least. The Evo mech, while it does remind me of Aliens, it's still, it has its own problems. But I bet if I bought that set, I could probably fix some of those problems, including removing the cockpit and also removing the canister and replacing it with something of my own design, sculpting something out of it and making something great out of it instead of what we already got. The little jumper things kind of remind me of the little Visorak, which you could also press on their backs and make them fly. The thing is, the jumpers were 3 pieces, where this is only 1. If you have any of these, let me know, because these are cool. I like these. They glow in the dark. This is a mini Keeler rack, so cool. My favorite. But yeah, Invasion from Below was definitely the worst of the combination models. They blow. They're terrible. They're just god-awful. And makes me do that. Seriously, what were they thinking? Ugh. Again, if you have any of these sets, if you have all of those sets, combine them together into something that you could probably conceive as great, or even better than the stock sets themselves. Otherwise, whatever. So, Hero Factory combination models, for the most part, are hit or miss, and for the most part, miss. And that is definitely the case with 2014, And also 2012, for the most, well, at least for me, it was a bit of a miss. But there were some design elements that I kind of liked. There were some elements that I found questionable. The 2.0 and, Savage Planet combination models for the heroes were pretty alright. But with no combination models for the villains of 2011 at all, or even combining Raka XL and Witch Doctor to create something cool, it kind of just arrived dead in the water, the combination model thing for Hero Factory. But at least they tried, And with no combination models, with the exception of that one Hero of Valor thing, in 2010, what the crap? It seems like they didn't want to start combination models for Hero Factory since it was just brand new, and it was, it was riding on the coattails of Bionicle's success, and it was kind of, not replacing Bionicle, it was their succeeding Bionicle, It definitely had some big shoes to fill. And while the combination models for Bionicle G1 were fantastic, there are some that are questionable, don't get me wrong, but they're also just phenomenally well built. And Botar, for example, was actually injected into the story as a Order of Matanui member. And there was also the Shadowed One, who was also injected into the story as the leader of the Dark Hunters. So it's nice that we could get these combination models, build them, and, some of these, if not most, if not all of them, will end up in the story somehow. You didn't have that with Hero Factory, no. In fact, I don't see this non-canonical creature being in any form of Hero Factory or Bionicle or Bionicle G2, whatever it may be. It would not work. That's why it's labeled as non-canon, these beasts. To where with this, I could see turning this, and I already did before, I'll have to do that again. I can see turning this into an Order of Motunui member, but, you know, Hero Factory combination models have their limitations in terms of, you know, creativity. And I implore you to build these combination models and expand upon them. Be creative, be fun, and for the most part, or well, most of all, enjoy it. That's all it's about, really, is being creative, having fun, and enjoying it. So, what can we say now about these combination models that hasn't been said already in this video? I don't like the Hero Factory combination models. I don't like them at all. Well, there were some that were alright. The Brain Attack ones were probably the best, but even that starts to fall apart with Surge and Dragon Mold. Because, you know, even though in G1's initial run, the sheer amount of combination models, you know, alternate models and whatnot, started to dwindle a little bit. It started to it started to fall apart as the years go by in G1's run, because basically in 2009 we only got one, the Sandstalker, or whatever the fuck that thing was, and in 2010 again just one. What the fuck? With the Stars Combiner, I get it. It was the last wave. They could only do one build, and it worked. Okay, it didn't work. It was actually kind of stupid. I didn't like that combination model, but hey, you do. If you do like that combination model, cool. Whatever, you know. If you like any, if not all, of the combination models from Hero Factory, why? Why? Tell me in the comment section below why you like any of these combination models from Hero fucking Factory. Especially 2014. You know, 20 years ago, Hero Factory's Invasion from Below animation really felt like kind of an insult to Hero Factory itself. It wasn't even an actual episode. It was more of a animated walkthrough sort of thing for the stupid as fuck game that I never played and never had any desire to play. And yeah, the games in general for Hero Factory were not enjoyable at all. Fuck them. But Hero Factory Invasion from Below didn't have good combination models. In fact, they all blow. And that's why, you know, we choose to build our own combination models, alternate models, if you will. What we create are mocks, my own creation. That's what mock means. And, you know, we can take these mechs, these machines, and also the beasts, and create our own combo models of, well, both things. And it's fun. It's enjoyable. I love it. But when you have a bad wave, or a bad year, such as Invasion from Below, with these shitty-looking mechs, except for the massive Evo one, that one is decent for the most part. And also these little shit fucking awful Hero Factory minifigs. And also the story is crap too. Ended on another cliffhanger. What can be said about this that hasn't already been said? G1 combination models were awesome. Hero Factory, for the most part, no. Brain Attack, the combination models for that year, again, had some good ideas here and there, and were still probably the best. But 2011, 2012, and 2014, no. I will definitely kind of play around with this beast to see if I can breathe some life into this thing, to make it actually look like something that would be canonical in some way, shape, or form in Bionicle or Hero Factory. In fact, I would take this and probably turn it into some kind of Rahi. You can do that too with the other 2012 combination models. In fact, you can make your own Rahi in general with most, if not all, of the Hero Factory sets from 2011, 2012, and 2013. Even 2010, there was still some Bionicle-inspired builds. Because, you know, Bionicle parts, such as Inaika feet, and Star's feet, and Mata feet, and yeah. There was definitely an appeal, a massive appeal, to the G1 combination models. I didn't see much of an appeal to the Hero Factory combo models. In fact, I didn't even see much of an appeal with the G2 combo models. Yes, the Doomarak combination model was pretty fucking awesome, actually. And the alternate combination model for Doomarak was awesome as well. The Skull Villain combination models, well, one of them I do like, and it's still built over there on a shelf. The other one is actually kind of shit, honestly. And to be honest, combining, you know, two of the Uniters together, the Toei Uniters, Tahu and I think Pohatu, combining those together, it's like, this isn't that good, honestly, of a combination model. Same thing with Kopaka and Gali. Still not a good combination model. They didn't even bother with Onua and Liwa. Why? So, that's all I have to say about combinations models for now. If you like G2's combination models, hey, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you like the Hero Factory combination models at all, well, I can understand the 2013 ones, the Brain Attack ones, but for 2012 and 2014 and 2011, why? Yeah. Clearly there should have been more combination models of a more diverse and wide variety of combination models and ideas should have been, you know, approached for 2011 and 2012, and even 2013 could have had some alternate ideas and whatnot. But with the lack of combination models in 2010, it felt like a Hero Factory needed to start with just the basic, the stock sets in its first year, and work on combination models for the next waves in the next year. They weren't going to do that with the first wave of Hero Factory because there was no point. Obviously, if you have all the sets from the first wave of Hero Factory, you can probably build something out of those. In fact, many people probably already have, and the results are most likely stellar. Nice to have the recolors. Nice to have the new parts. Some of the masks for the heroes are kind of shit, but for the most part, 2010 had some good parts. CCBS, it has its limitations, sure, but you can still craft awesome creations with the system. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And I will have another video out for y'all today, later today. Yeah, there you go. Stay tuned for more videos. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks later. Have a good fucking day, and peace.